What's going on, Libras? My name is Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. This is your mid-month March check to see if I've missed any details or if anything has changed from that previous reading. This is for all prominent Libra placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Saturn. As I'm covering career or finance, whatever comes up, I will read for it. I'm combining both readings from that previous to see if anything has shifted or changed or if I've left any details out at all. Cross watchers, of course, are welcome. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed. This is general collective, okay? So if anything does not resonate, you're going to want to leave it for somebody else that it does resonate with. Be sure to check your other placements readings. You can put together a pretty good depiction of what's going on by checking all readings that are relevant to you or your person. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information is in the link tree attached to this video in the description box. Right in the middle of my link tree will be my website. You can book a personal reading there. Just below that, you'll find my other social media platforms. Feel free to follow me on those other platforms as I'm going live constantly. When you catch me live, this is an opportunity to get a heavily discounted rate for one of my readings. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button here on this channel to catch me live as well. And I'll be getting started on those April readings coming up here by next week. Let's get started. Okay. Y'all don't even know. I have put about 20 attempts into doing this reading. I got one pretty far, and then my dad showed up, and it got all interrupted and thrown out of whack. And then I have tried several times since to get a good reading going, and I think I'm finally caught my flow. So we're going to get this message. Here we go. All right. What does Libra need to know? Libra's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any details that I have missed? What, if anything, has changed or shifted? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? There we go. What does Libra need to know, please, Spirit? The Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. So you're taking your time to figure something out. Another Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Very Libra energy. Four of Wands. We have 3 fours out here. 3 fours. The World. Pisces energy. Fixed sign energy out here. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. We've got the 10 of Wands with the 6 of Swords. 7 of Cups with the 5 of Swords. 9 of Wands. My goodness. What was trying to come out? The Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands, full Ace of Cups. There's like some sort of like new opportunity that you are just about to take. But I think you're deciding whether or not you should do this. This is a big indecision for you, and you are wanting complete and total happiness. Like you want your home to be happy. You want your family life to be happy. You want your relationships to be happy. This is like your ultimate success and accomplishment, as if everything is kind of flowing, copacetic, and just kind of riding the waves, right? We've got that twin flame. This is 1111. 11 is the Justice card, which is Libra, right? So we have that deep want for this. I have 3 fours out here. So we have 444. If this resonates with anyone. Pisces energy as well with the Hanged Man. So you're in limbo, and while you're waiting, while you're sitting here thinking about things, you're trying to look at every single perspective possible, which is very Libra energy, right? You want to see every single possible outcome to this situation. You are deep in thought about what is worth holding on to and what needs to be let go of, what is no longer serving you, and what needs to be built upon. And this is deep focus and deep concentration. The Queen of Swords is a very independent energy who thinks methodically, clearly, will cut everything else off in their life in order to be able to intently focus on something. This is also a very no-nonsense energy of wanting to speak total clarity and truths only. Truths only here. I see that this is a major burden on you to decide this, to see if this is something that you're supposed to be pulling away from altogether. Is it going to be calmer? Will you get the satisfaction that you're looking for with the Seven of Cups? You're really in deep contemplation about this. I'm really surprised to not see the Eight of Swords out here or the Nine of Swords, because that's very overthinking energy. But there seems to be the just right amount here, almost to the point of it's all you have to give for this and not an ounce more, right? Because you're trying to be Libra, balanced, right? You're going to give this a fair amount of effort and thought, but you're also going to continue to do what you need to do and continue to process and make progress here with the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Swords. This is like, I know that I'm wanting to start over. Whatever reboot looks like, whatever new beginning looks like, you're having blind faith in that it's either going to be with somebody or with this thing, or it's going to be in a completely new direction. I have the Devil card, the Death card also coming out, right? You're wanting to just leave behind this over obsession, addictions, toxicity. This could be cheating. This could be betrayal of somebody being abusive or violent towards you. This is somebody who has crossed the line many, many, many times, and you've pretty much had enough with that behavior, and you know something needs to change. I almost feel like you're wondering if the work is going to be able to be pulled off here. Are they really going to be able to pull this through? Are you going to be able to have success and accomplishment with letting go of whatever this Devil card energy is? This could be in another person. This could be in you. Whatever the Devil card is, this is something that is getting way too much of your attention, right? I was saying before how you're putting just enough effort into this, but still maintaining your life, right? And so you know that anything that's kind of taking up more than its fair share in your life, like if you're overthinking about this, you have fractioned out your day, right? You have X amount of time to do your household things. You have X amount of time to do your self-care things. You have X amount of time that you're going to devote to work. You have X amount of time you're going to devote to family and friends. And this is kind of coming in as an intrusion. It's a big intrusion for you to have to now give this energy and time and focus, and you're really uncomfortable about it and not about it at all. You would rather not. You would rather not. You want security, and you're willing to put in that hard work to make it happen. The judgment here is also about forgiveness. So for some of you, you may be seeking forgiveness, or you may be able to offer forgiveness in order to feel more secure. There they are, the Lovers. The Lovers, hard work indeed, deep, determined focus on a partnership, a decision, a major choice here. Intense focus indeed. We have Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces out here. Okay, let's get some clarification. We'll go to, there we go. That's right. I had already started the reading and was interrupted. Okay. All right, let's get clarification. That's about 9. We're going to get clarification on these cards and see what other details I can pull out to see if I can piece together the story. Here we go. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about these cards on the table, if I can get clarification. Look who I evoked. The Nine of Swords. Okay. Look at the Hierophant on top of the Hanged Man. Learning these lessons. The Five of Cups reversing. Yeah, you're over. You're over this feeling. You're done. You're trying to apply lessons so that this doesn't happen anymore, so it doesn't repeat, so you're not staying in this energy. You're really, really looking forward to changing this. A pair of fives coming out. Fives are about change. But you're ready to just move on. Also, both of these energies are about forgiveness and mercy as well. So strong forgiveness is needed here. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Three of Cups. And the Queen of Swords. So you put some serious boundaries up when it comes to, so like I had said earlier with this Queen of Swords, you cut everything else off in order to intently focus on this, right? And that is, it's feeling out of balance. For a Libra, it's not okay. And the fact that you need to pull away from everything, from your happy times, from your friends, from your socializing, if you had anything going on, you're just not really into it very much because you have to put intense focus on this. This is somebody who's putting a lot of analyzing into a situation and really figuring things out. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Wow, it's a lot. I'll take the one on top, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands has come out twice. Thank you. Six of Pentacles. Balance. Yeah. Balance. You're trying to be as fair as possible, but this is like, it's a burden. It's like it feels like it's all on you to have to figure this out. Unfortunately, it feels like it's all on you to have to figure this out. Yeah, the Tower is also coming out here. I'm going to wait just a second. I've got a phone call coming in. I have no idea if it's cutting out my volume or not. So many distractions. Okay. If I let all these distractions stop me, I would never get anything done. It is wild how much pulls on my energy every single moment of every single day. It's wild. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. The Tower had come out in case y'all missed that because my phone was ringing. I didn't know. But you're burdened by this. You're burdened by the confusion, by the chaos, by this change that needs to happen. This is like undeniable change. This is no matter what, this needs to change, right? There's nothing that's going to stop this. It's not like you can sweep this under the rug. It's not like you can keep ignoring it. Universe has taken a Tower moment and put it out here as something that needs to be dealt with fairly, unfortunately, with the Ten of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. Wow. Two of Cups and the Lovers. Okay, so this just turned into a love reading. All right, so this is a major choice having to do with a partnership. This is a big decision for you. Tell me about the World card. Three of Pentacles. Big lessons. Major commitment on having success, right? This is like, no matter what, you want success. You want success if it's going to be with this person, without this person. A lot of you would probably prefer to have it be with this person and not ever have to even deal with this, but that is life. Life happens. What else for the World card? The King of Cups. Trying to make very emotionally mature decisions here. And this is complete and total alignment with your emotional self and your spiritual self. This is somebody who is very attuned with his emotions, almost to the point of yes, you feel emotional about this, but you're not really going to let that cloud your judgment or even have any type of influence on whatever decision you're making. The love is not the problem. That is not the problem. It's not for you anyway. And I feel like you're trying to figure out, is this going to be able to work out or is it not? I feel like that's probably your greatest superpower as well, is this emotional balance, right? To be able to maintain a very logical head and emotional maturity in the face of adversity. Okay. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands, please. Four Swords. A fourth four is out here. Four of Wands. Taking your time. And I'm taking my time. Just moving on. There you are. I was telling you, 11, Justice, Libra. You'll forget about me after I've been gone. Four of Wands, Four of Wands. Clarify Four of Wands. The Knight of Swords and the Sun card. Major changes. This is assertion towards making a decision. I feel like you were just slamming the door shut on all distractions so that you can clearly make up your mind about this. Ten of Wands, please. The Devil in reverse. Yes. Releasing. Releasing. Ace of Pentacles. You're looking at this as, yes, this is an opportunity to try and look at a way to reboot the connection. I've got Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And you're taking advantage of this opportunity to do some really deep looks at things that need to be let go of, things that need to change. The instability is needing to be taken care of here. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. So collective, some of you are okay with doing this on your own, but you would really rather not because of the love that you've already invested. For others of you, these both are about healing. These are very healing energies. And I was saying with the Ten of Wands to the Six of Swords, you're burdened by this. It's like now you're having to be put in this position to choose, to think, to process, to contemplate, to decide, to weigh out, right? Some of you may be making pro-con lists. Like this is the pros of the situation, these are the cons of the situation, and deciding in that way. Some of you may be, deciding and trying to look outward to see what a life without this person is going to look like. But no matter what, you're remaining in this hopeful type of want for this to happen. But no, you're just really not interested in having to go through the frustrations. There's a lot of regret over this. There's just a lot of regret of you even being put in this situation, unfortunately. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Another no-nonsense energy. And there you are. There you are, making very careful decisions. Not getting overwhelmed or confused. Annoyed by it, yes. But definitely taking some responsibilities. Definitely taking some responsibilities to really weigh your options and look at this as, what are my life lessons? What would be the fair outcome for this? What would be the best possible way that we could proceed forward? Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. The Empress. And the Page of Wands reversed. The Empress is a very self-loving energy. This is somebody who is very nurturing, kind, and supportive. And the Page of Wands is somebody who is very immature. They are impetuous. They act out of sheer ego or irrational emotion. This is somebody who gets easily triggered as well and just continues to act out. And I feel like you're just really at your wit's end here. With the Five of Swords is about walking away from this empty victory. And I feel like you guys are on like another level, maturity-wise. You may be the more adult person in this relationship, and you're kind of coming to this realization through all of these conversations and arguments and back and forth and discovery of what you have learned. The fighting for truth and honesty, you're figuring out that you're dealing with somebody who's quite immature. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Seven of Wands. Guard's up, man. Guard is up. Big time. Both of these. You are uber protect mode. And you're actually finding a lot of confidence in your isolation. This is allowing you to get clarity over the situation without, people chirping in your ear or playing on your sympathies or trying to, send more lies or, tell you more things that are just confusing you or overwhelming you. So you're just making this deep commitment to completely pull away. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Exactly. This is a very direct approach to dealing with some real effery here. The Five of Pentacles is somebody who up and just flipped your world up on its end. It's a major change in your circumstances due to deception, lies, deceit, betrayal. This could be somebody who tries to get away with a lot of things, and you've uncovered a lot of toxicity that you would just rather not. You would just rather not. And there's going to be some big changes that need to happen if this person wants to stay in your life. Or Libra, this could be big changes that you're needing to take ownership of and really decide what is the best way to get control of this moving forward. If this is you trying to release issues or blockages to a partnership or a connection, you're really weighing your options about how do I best do this? What is my best possible outcome? Where will I have the best feedback for what I'm requesting? Okay. 10 of Cups, Judgment. Yeah. Major decision towards just focusing on trying to build that happily ever after once and for all. You're searching for your happiness. You're searching for victory and success. You're having to put your boundaries up over things that have happened in the past. And you're just really, really at peace. You're really at peace with the energy of moving on. But the indecision of how to do this, what to say, what direction, who's coming with me, who's staying behind, right? There's this whole pressure put on you. I do want to reiterate to not stress so much about it, because whatever we feed into our energy is what we will manifest. Okay, so if you are feeding stress, fear, and anxiety, regret into a situation, more of it will manifest. Whatever you are thinking and feeling will happen in your quantum field. Okay, so you have to just really remain as peaceful as you possibly can. And again, this is about balance, which is very Libra. We have a lot of balance coming out here. Six of Pentacles, the Justice, the Temperance card, right? This is about really weighing things out. I would say, here's my advice, to not spend too much time thinking about this. You kind of know, okay? And the more you think about it, the more you're getting in the way of progressing forward, right? The more you sit in thought, this is an energy of you just kind of sitting stagnant, processing things, and that is really blocking you from that forward movement. So try not to spend too much time on this, as it's... So blind faith, right? We're supposed to have blind faith that whatever is happening for our greatest and highest good. If somebody is being removed from your life, it is for the best possible outcome. That person needs to separate from you so that they can truly get clean. If you are enabling this person, then they will need to have that separation in order for them to be able to get the true help, to have it really sink in. There's been a lot of times where I have seen personally, if you give somebody the benefit of the doubt, they will continue to find ways to get around it. All you have taught somebody is how to hide it better moving forward, right? And so maybe you have been through this scenario before and you're like, okay, so that hasn't worked. So now what I need to do is just go ahead and cut ties with this. And you're trying to consider, how much do I cut ties? Is it all together? Do I let them know, we just need to separate, and I'm going to watch and see what you do in this period of separation to see how you're working on yourself? Are you going to help them find help? Are you that involved with it? Some of you may be. Some of you may just have a really loving and gentle soft spot for this person, and you genuinely want to see them get help. And so you may, go so far as to investigate where they should go to get, sober. You're doing review comparisons to see which place is the best spot for your person. You're asking around, what is the best success rate? You could be asking other people that have been through this. You're putting out feelers and asking. Others of you, you're just so short as to just stop at, am I going to continue to enable you, or are you just going to have to go? Are you just going to have to go? So some of you may just not really be putting that much into it. If you haven't known this person very long, you may not be as jazzed about, putting a whole lot of effort into helping somebody get clean, because it's a 50-50 shot. And here's the thing about that. If you're pressuring somebody into changing or shifting, it's temporary. It's only temporary. It's only going to be temporary to appease you in the moment, and they will be right back on it again. It has to be them wanting to do it. I don't know who needed to hear that, but if it is not their want to change, and it is not their want to fix the problem, it will repeat again. The first time y'all have a little fight, you'll have a little tiff, a little spat, a little argument, bam, right back to it. Right back to it. It's the justification to be able to fall back onto something that they never even wanted to give up in the first place. Okay, so be careful where you're pushing your person and how far you're pushing them into doing something, right? You have to be able to just say, you know what, I have done for you and done for you and done for you, and it's obvious that you are not in a place to accept help from me, and I am not equipped. I am not, if you're not a guidance counselor or a rehabilitation coach or a life coach or a spiritual mentor or a therapist, a counselor, psychologist, if you're not any one of those things, I doubt you're equipped. I doubt you are equipped to take on somebody's Kroger sack full of issues. Okay. All right. Let's run some Oracle here real quick. 27. That's pretty good. That's pretty cut and dry. I believe it went all romantical. So we will look at, I'm going to do the Love Oracle. So we will pull from here. And another Love Oracle. It says Love Tarot, but this is definitely not Tarot. Some readers like to call themselves Tarot readers and only read Oracle. But this is Oracle. So this is an Oracle deck. This is called the Lover's Tarot, but it's the Love Oracle cards. And then we have the Love Oracle that we're going to read. And then I want to also look at, I think for grins and giggles, because I so rarely use it, I'm going to pull Pantha. I don't know why. I'm feeling called to use it. So I'm going to use the Lover's Oracle first because it's pretty dark. Let's see. Tell me more. Tell me more for Libra, please. Tell me more for Libra. 2 more. Tell me more for Libra, please. All right. One time through this deck, one time through each one of these decks, please. Spirit, thank you so much. Rocky. It's been a rough road for you. You must decide. You must decide if it's worth it to keep going. Struggle, Rocky. Yeah. You feel like you aren't being supported. It's not a team. If it's not a team effort, it's best to stand alone, right? If they are not coming with me, who's coming with me? Are you gonna work with me, or are you gonna work against me, right? And then we've got Long Road coming out in the reverse. This says that you have a long way to go before you find what you want, but the journey helps you grow. So the long road is actually flipped in the reverse. I feel like you're at the end of this long road, and this is kind of that it's the poop or get off the pot moment. What are we gonna do? What's the plan? What's the plan, Phil? Right? Okay. And then we've got forgiving. Forgiving this person and moving forward would be mighty fierce of you. That would be empowering for you to be able to offer forgiveness. Whatever you're holding on to is like cement bags on your hot air balloon. Whatever you're holding on to, any grudges, any anger, any resentment, anything you're harboring for any other person ever, is cement in your pockets. This is weighing you down and preventing you and slowing your forward progress. Forgiveness is not for them. There are things that we would call unforgivable, right? We would say, oh my gosh, that is unforgivable, but you have to move through that. You have to process those emotions. And even if you don't say it to their face, you just say, I forgive you. I forgive you, for you know not what you do. I mean, as corny as that is to take from the Bible, you must forgive them, for they know not what they do. Many people are just unaware. They're just not really aware. There's so much programming from the 3D world, from movies, media, music, television, whatever. Social media is a cesspool, right? Whatever algorithms they're feeding is going to continue to reinforce their thinking. So you have to forgive people, for they do not know, right? They're not really aware of things going on. And forgiveness sets you free so that you can just drop that weight and float up to what you need to do. This will bring out the fierceness in you. You act aggressive, but you are just protecting yourself. Soften your heart so that you can feel again. Yeah. Soften your heart. You're just like holding on to this, saying, I will never forgive. I will never, ever forget. This is never going to go away. But if you soften your heart, you will be able to progress forward in a very loving, kind, compassionate way. And you're going to have to grieve this, right? Grieving is very, very much a part of the process. It's grieving the dream. It's grieving the effort. It's feeling the remorse for things not working out the way you had hoped, and then moving through that emotion and releasing it. If it didn't work out the way you imagined, feel the loss so that you can rebuild your dreams. Yeah, moving through that emotion, going through that grieving process is important. It's important to not mask this. It's important to not push this away. It's important to not do other things so that you just don't go through this process, because it's going to be there. It's going to be there. And if you don't deal with it, it will resurface at a very inopportune time. FYI. Because things don't go away. Trust me, I know. I tried. If I just ignore it, it'll go away. It doesn't. You have to deal with things. If you invite energy into your world, into your life, if you make choices and you make decisions, it must be dealt with. Must be dealt with. There is no avoiding it. Okay. Let's look at the love oracle. Take off in a different direction. What else is Libra needs to know? What else? Let's do the Libra placements need to know. 2 more. What else does Libra need to know? One time through this deck. Oof. Oh, man. I'm getting a little bit deeper into what could have happened for some of you. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We've got you at a crossroads here, obviously. And here comes the addiction card, right? Some toxic behavior, some obsessions, toxic attachments. For some of you, oof. Yep, toxic attachments, toxic relationships. This is you figuring out that there's a lot of codependency probably. You're triggering one another. You may be new in this relationship and you're finding out that they're still involved with their ex. They may be hooking up with this person as well. They may be casually still seeing them or giving them or feeding them energy for some of you. For others of you, you may find out that this person is just all over the place. This is a very toxic person who is just out there being casual. They're flings all over the place. They've got old loves. They've got new loves. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of regret. This is a complete and total guilt on this other person's behalf, probably. Maybe you're feeling like you've made a wrong choice with this person. We've got breakup also coming out. So this is some sort of an ending, right? Either this behavior is going to end once and for all, for some of you, and you may continue to give them the benefit of the doubt to watch them possibly from a distance to see what changes. For others of you, you have had it, and you're now really upset here over the fact of needing to end this or having to walk away because of everything that you've uncovered here. Everything that you've uncovered here. Somebody's making horrible choices and decisions. We've got magnetic attraction coming out here at the bottom of the deck, showing somebody is just completely and totally incapable of taking control over their spontaneous actions, right? This is somebody who is just having major impulse control issues, impulse control issues. They have a magnetic attraction and they just go for it, right? I've got divine intervention, relationship, and proposal at the end. We've got storm warning and secret crush also coming out. I almost feel, collective Libras, if you do end up pulling away, you could end up bringing in your person next. For others of you, this is some sort of cataclysmic situation where you're able to finally push this person into doing what they need to do to make these major changes. We've got storm warning and secret crush, and I'm telling you, old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. Somebody here has to genuinely want to change in order for that to happen. As some of you probably know, having stuck it out and been promised and let down, promised and let down, and you're at your wit's end. There's only so much you can keep ignoring before you just, for the sake of self-respect, right? All right, let's look at the Panther. We'll close out with the Panther. I rarely use this deck. It's different. I felt called to use it, though. I don't know why. Let's see. What else? What else can I tell for Libra? Alliance. Stubbornness in the reverse. Sweet dreams. Profession in the reverse. One time, Spirit. One time through this deck. Well, I'd say that was pretty specific. Okay. Okay. You may have an idea or some sort of inspiration about where this person could get help, and you're demanding that they do not resist you. In order to maintain this connection with me, you cannot say no. You cannot say no. With profession coming out in the reverse, I almost feel like you're finally able to, some of you may want to take some time off of work to kind of reboot your batteries. You may have exhausted yourself putting a lot of effort into this. Some of you may have just spent countless hours going through this person's information, finding out things. Some of you may just be tired from all of the fighting, right? And so you're taking some time off to go over some things. I've got illness coming out here, saying that you may have worried yourself sick. You may be feeling very fatigued and worn out from this. So some of you may be actually losing out on going to work because of this situation. I see luck and collaboration back here with commitment at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like no matter what happens, there is going to be a positive outcome. Your person is either going to get the message, you're either going to give them a chance, they'll screw it up, and then you know that you are done once and for all. Or you will have a very happy outcome no matter what the second you decide to start to release this, forgive it, and move on and move forward. But you're committed no matter what, that something is going to change. This is no longer going to carry on as it has been. Business as usual is over, said and done. Okay. We've got memory out here, right? You're tired of going over and over and over what has happened. Apologize. You're going over and over and over again. This is you just wasting a lot of mental energy, pouring it into this. And now you're turning it back to self-love, focusing on self. No matter what happens, my concerns are now at the forefront of what needs to happen here. I'm no longer worried about your concerns, your health, your needs, your stories, your sob stories, your sadness, your grief, your despair. Not interested. I've done that enough. It hasn't panned out. Time to turn to self. You are then, by then doing that, you're raising your frequency. This person can either level up and meet you at that frequency, or, I know, buddy, they can either rise up and meet you at that frequency, or you will just not be a vibrational match anymore and they will automatically fade away because you're at a higher vibrational level. And if this person is not willing to raise up to meet you there, then you won't even speak the same language anymore. You won't even have anything in common. There will be zero reason to have that magnetic attraction with you and this person. This will be somebody who is interested in you heavily, and you will not find them the least bit interesting. You will override all of your memories and your fondness for everything you've been through, and it will be replaced with the feeling of evolution, of healing, of growth, of freedom from toxicity. You know, that's very freeing. It's very freeing to cut the sandbags off of the hot air balloon, to finally excel to your highest possible potential, to drop the rocks out of your pocket, to be able to walk, to be able to catch your stride again, right? To be able to catch your stride and move as you should, as God intended, right? Okay, collective, I feel like I'm being kicked off of the table. I feel like that was your reading for now. I hope this helped and resonated. Check the description box if you're interested in a personal reading with me. That is there in the link tree. Also, be sure and give me a follow on all of my other platforms for an opportunity to catch me live. Hitting that subscription bell and that little notification bell will also let you know when I go live here on YouTube, or anytime I am energetically called to post a video for you all. I will be starting on the April looks coming up here by next week. I'll be looking at the April reading starting coming up next week. So sorry for the distraction. I can't. Okay. I hope you all have love, luck, abundance, and positive vibes for the rest of the month, and I will see you all in April. Take care, everybody.